Boom. Boom. What's up, everybody? This is the Beast, and you're watching Primal Rage. Oh, yes. Well, I mean, it should come as no surprise. Meaning the fans are canceling their reservations for the new Star Wars titled Starcruiser Galactic Starcruiser Hotel. I can't imagine why. I mean, shit. What, it'd be fucking Jamaram? We all know back in 2012, Disney purchased Star Wars from George Lucas for, what, $4.5 billion? And Disney just broke it. To understand what happened to Star Wars under Disney, you have to picture Star Wars as being a big, giant, exotic glass vase. Very beautiful, priceless, loved, cherished by millions of fans worldwide. Disney bought this vase for $4.5 billion. Now, they told George Lucas they planned on keeping that vase polished, beautiful for the fans. And what happened is Kathleen Kennedy just tipped it over, broke and shattered the vase with horrible fucking sequel trilogy movies. Yes, that's right. Almost kind of like this country got shattered by the Biden administration. And when this vase shattered, it's in a billion, trillion fucking pieces. So when the fans complained about it, the fans got trashed on by Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilms, by the actors. I mean, hell, they even had the Mandalorian actor calling the fans a bunch of Yahtzees. And it just didn't go over well. So slowly, Disney tried to pick up some of these pieces of the vase, and they tried to reconstruct a new vase. They tried to reinvent Star Wars by breaking it and trying to bring in characters of their own creation, which they had never had a plan on how they were going to do it. They just grabbed some woke glue and just tried to start gluing it back together. While Kathleen Kennedy kept walking over the pieces of the vase that she shattered, which at that point now is just fucking powder. There's no way to reinvent Star Wars. There's no way to do it. It's impossible. They fucking broke it. So, with that being done, now that the vase is broken, now that you destroyed what the artists had created, what millions of fans have adored, most of the fans have all but, they're done. 98% of my collection used to be Star Wars. I mean, ships, posters, books, action figures, of course, props. I even built a whole bunch of props. But now it went from being priceless to being worthless. I mean, it's almost to the point you can't even give Star Wars shit away. I mean, you see kids going down the toy aisle, they go right past. They don't even look at Star Wars. They don't even look at it. And Disney tries to throw Star Wars titled shit in every corner, so you're kind of trapped by it. But people still avoid it like it's cancer. So like when a couple years ago when they opened Galaxy's Edge, it did draw a crowd. I'm not gonna lie, it did draw a crowd, but it didn't draw the crowd that Disney was expecting. And this was a problem. So then through all of that, they were doing stuff like Forces of Destiny, which didn't go over well. They tore apart original Star Wars characters in a cartoon short called Galaxy of Adventures. That didn't go over well. They tried another failed cartoon series, Resistance, if you will. Was it Resistance? About the racing. It's almost a ripoff of Hot Wheels. Force 5 or whatever the hell it was. So that failed. Then they tried to just finish off the sequel trilogy with Rise of Skywalker, and people just weren't having it. No matter which way you were going to try to, or who you were going to try to throw in this final installment of this shit sandwich, it wasn't going to help. So it put Star Wars in a very bad place. Now, when Favreau pitched The Mandalorian, well, it came off pretty good. I think season 1 was its strongest season. Season 2 kind of just saw the fan base dissipating. Because in the first season of The Mandalorian, I mean, they introduced a new character, which people called Baby Yoda. Then they fucked that up because there was no Baby Yoda merchandise. People didn't want sock puppets and cardboard cutouts and mugs. They wanted a figure. They wanted a plushie. And there was just nothing there. They dropped the ball so bad on this franchise. And at the worst possible time after they broke the Star Wars vase. And they cussed out the Star Wars fan base. So now we're years later. And now after the High Republic, High Republic, Jamaram! Yeah. It's done. It's done. So, why are fans canceling their reservations for Galactic Starcruiser Hotel? Well, there you go. And this bitch has done her job very well. Now her contract's renewed for however, let's say 3 years. She's going to leave when she wants to leave. And I think the only reason why they offer that contract to keep her around was because of The Mandalorian. So she's not done wiping her feminist ass all over this franchise just yet. You think it's worthless now. Oh, and we can thank Kathleen Kennedy for this. Can't put all the blame in J.J. Abrams. He's just an unoriginal hack who thinks he's gonna someday be fucking Steven Spielberg. He's just nothing more than a demented fanboy with no purpose and no real creativity. He's got the resources, he's got connections. He just doesn't know what to do with any of the stuff that he has. So, and this is a result. I personally liked the 2009 Star Trek over J.J. Abrams' fucking Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker. I think there was more excitement into that. Even though he got every fucking character in Star Trek wrong. Spock wasn't a raging lunatic. Captain Kirk wasn't depressed and ready to quit Starfleet. He got all of the characters wrong. In every fucking scene, he has to shoot in fucking Uhura. But still, that movie was legions ahead of anything Star Wars that has Disney stamped to it. So, when you destroy a franchise as big as Star Wars, it affects everything. It especially affected, right off the bat, it affected the sales of the merchandise, the toys. Toys R Us got hit really hard because a lot of the stuff they carried was Disney. And when they couldn't sell it, almost to the point they couldn't even give it away, that upon also bad business decisions caused the demise of Toys R Us. But if you look out on the store shelves now, it's not a shadow to what it used to be when Star Wars was at its peak in height. And you had other companies like Hasbro, which went to a crowdfunding thing, which I don't know why. If the movies and shows were done the way they were originally done, with the purpose of selling toys, then you would have more of a base in which you could sell these kind of products to. But a lot of this stuff, HasLab is basically supposed to be so collectors, more collector, adult collector oriented base. So collectors can spend the money to get the toys and get the collectibles that they just couldn't get offered on the store shelves. So one of the first they did the Jabba sail barge, and that proved to be okay. And then they went to do the Razor's Crest. The only problem with the Razor's Crest is that they should have done it while Season 1 was still hot, because Season 2, in the middle of Season 2, they blew it the fuck up. Well, that just pushed the backers out of it. They don't want this ship now when it's all blown up. They wanted the ship when it was at its peak. And so they dropped the ball on that. So just recently, Hasbro put out a crowdfunding for the 17-inch tall Rancor. So, I mean, the thing looks pretty good. The sculpting, the size, and everything is all there. The paint applications are kind of mediocre. It just looks like they rushed it. Another problem is what they call tiers is like offerings that come with it. So it comes with little bones and skulls and stuff. Which, come on a third party market, you could get 3D printed stuff to go with that a hell of a lot cheaper. It also comes with Salacious Crumb, which again you can get that scale character pretty cheap from a third party source. And a Jedi Luke Skywalker, as if we never had a Jedi Luke Skywalker. So this didn't sit well with the fans. They want and the backers that were going to back it. So two main characters that Hasbro should have figured this out, and they didn't. Apparently, they couldn't figure it out. There were two main characters that should have been offered with this Rancor to seal the deal. I think the price was kind of way too expensive for that. Maybe $250 plus two figures and the bones, maybe. But they went. I think the price point was just way outrageous for this. They should have offered the Rancor Keeper, because they're like, where are you going to offer this down the road as just a Black Series figure? Nobody wants a Rancor Keeper without a Rancor. So there was no Rancor Keeper. And there was no Ula. Now, who Ula was, she was the green exotic palace dancer for Jabba the Hutt. He kills her in the beginning using the Rancor. These two figures should have came on card back exclusive with this Rancor figure. That would have probably kept most of the backers. Now, it also didn't get as much backers as HasLab was hoping because Star Wars, once again, people, it's broken. And the way it's broken is that it also affects the love for even the original trilogy. It's just, I'll be honest, I can't even remember the last time I was even enticed to watch the original trilogy or even the prequel trilogy. It's just kind of hard. So Star Wars there's no place in my mind for me for Star Wars anymore. It's just kind of the things that just, I let go and moved on. It's just nothing there. Because now it's just everything's titled Star Wars because Disney has it. And it's just, it's nothing there. Now, Star Trek isn't destroyed in that similar place with me because I've watched like the first 2 Star Trek movies of the new genre, if you will, but I never got into Star Trek Discovery or Picard or any of that stupid shit that they got now. So because of that, I just go backwards and I watch, and I still love Star Trek the way that I always have. But yeah, so these parks, they're going to have a hard, Disney is going to have a hard time with these parks. They're going to have a hard time. And also right now, they're doing the same thing with Marvel. They just knocked the Marvel vase off and shattered it. Because now with the Black Widow and Shang-Chi being the Force Awakens equivalent of being crap, now they just went full Last Jedi with the Eternals. Now I notice that a lot of Marvel merchandise sales are going down. A lot of shelves are packed with Marvel shit that they can't sell. So it's now they just released the Hawkeye series, and that Jeremy Renner is going to be replaced with the daughter. It's like Jeremy Renner is Hawkeye, man. You got to replace the guy. He needs to have his spot for a long time yet before the torch is passed. But now is not that time. It's the worst time. And I feel like they're replacing Tom, whatever the guy's name is who plays Loki. And there we go, Tom Hiddleston. They're going to replace him with the woman Loki. It's all about the personal politics and pushing the narrative. And when you do that, you're shattering the vase of these big franchises. Disney spent all that time and money to acquire these franchises, and they're breaking them. They're just destroying them. They're fucking broken. Took something simple, and they fucking broke it. And now it's like they can't sell their hotels. And with all this stupid vaccine mandate bullshit and all these stupid rules and way overpriced. Wait, you mean to tell me people don't want to spend $6,000 fucking dollars on a stupid Star Wars hotel? Huh. Imagine that, people. Imagine that. Anyway. That's the video. You want to keep updated on what's going on in pop culture, what's going on in the movies, the shows, the cartoons. Smash that subscribe button with rage. If you want to follow me on BitChute, you want to get a taste of my political vulgarness, then go over to BitChute on Spaceman Reviews and get a taste of Spaceman Unleashed. Unlike Spaceman that was on YouTube before YouTube banned the Spaceman. This guy right here. So be safe, stay safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Good night. Woo!